Testing 1, 2, 3. Starting gate is rolling for our first of 9 qualifiers here on this Tuesday morning from Woodbine Mohawk Park. Warm temperatures once again. Track is fast. First of 9, we're going to kick things off with 3-year-old trotters as they take their positions behind the starting gate. Field of 6 from the inside out. She's Cadabra Cool, Sylvan Filion, Mastro, James McDonald, Marcel GL, Chris Christoforou, Life is Good, Hanover, Sean Stacy, King of Hearts, Matt Bax, and Field Gunner, Bob McClure. Field of 6 is on gate for the first. Starting gate picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and trotting. Coming away well is King of Hearts, who is able to charge out from the center of the track. Will cross over in front of his rivals and show the way to the first turn. Outside moving is Field Gunner, and Field Gunner might just march on towards the top. Here on the outside, 3 wide in the early going, Life is Good, Hanover. In between horses is Mastro. Then She's Cadabra Cool, and the final one is Marcel GL. So there's still 3 wide around that first bend as everybody looks to get situated. Field Gunner couldn't march right onto the top. He drops into the 2-hole for the time being. 29-3 is the opening split, and that was courtesy of King of Hearts. Yet to see the pylons. Life is Good, Hanover is just going to work his way up now to the lead, and Life is Good, Hanover will touch down on the top just before 3/8. That puts King of Hearts in second. Field Gunner is in third. She's Cadabra Cool is trotting fourth. Fifth on that one. Back is Mastro, and then 2.5 lengths back to the trailer, Marcel GL. As they come up towards the midway point off a 29-3 opener, they're past the half in a minute and 3/5. 3-year-old gelding Life is Good, Hanover by a length and a half as they enter the far turn. Looks to crank it up a bit here now as he stretches out the lead to nearly 2 lengths. King of Hearts will pick up the tempo, trying to stay right with the leader. We go about 2.5 lengths back then to Field Gunner from in third. Maybe looking to get underway now. She's Cadabra Cool comes to the outside from fourth. Mastro follows that rival, and last is Marcel GL. Life is Good, Hanover races past 3/4 in 130 flat. They turn for home, 29-2 third quarter. Life is Good, Hanover the leader. King of Hearts is in second. On the outside, She's Cadabra Cool looking to overtake third from Field Gunner, Mastro, and Marcel GL. 1/8 of a mile remaining. The leader is still Life is Good, Hanover. Life is Good, Hanover gonna just try and hold off King of Hearts, who will take a shot, and King of Hearts now is gonna get on by late. King of Hearts will win it. Second goes Life is Good, Hanover. Then it was She's Cadabra Cool, Mastro over Field Gunner, and Marcel GL. Time of the mile was 1:59.2. Order of finish from the first qualifier. Number 1, She's Cadabra Cool was 3rd. Number 2, Mastro 4th. Number 3, Marcel GL was 6th. Number 4, Life is Good Hanover 2nd. Number 5, King of Hearts the winner. And number 6, Field Gunner was 5th. Note number 3, Marcel GL finished with broken equipment. Top to bottom, 346, 215, fractions 29 and 3, a minute 3/5, 130, 159 and 2 for King of Hearts. King of Hearts, a 3-year-old gelded son of Royalty for Life, owned by Bax Stable, Marshall Bax, Kenneth Andrews, trained by John Bax. Matt Bax was in the sulky. 1 for 4 on the season, 3 top 3 finishes this year for King of Hearts, who was winless in 5 last year. Stops the clock on 159 and 2 here this morning. That'll equal his career best. Getting set for the second qualifier, 2-year-old Schrotters will be going to the gate in just a moment. Looks like we're going to scratch number 4, Crazy Goodbye. Brings us down to a field of 6. Let's meet the field 1. Tipsy and Dixie is a 2-year-old filly by Muscle Mass out of an Angus Hall mare. The stable Tipsy and Dixie owns. Harry Polton trains. James McDonald drives. A $13,000 purchase at the Lexington Select Sale. 2, Full of Muscles is a Muscle Mass colt out of a Donato Hanover mare, owned by Shmuel Farhi, trained by Brad Maxwell. Chris Christopher drives. Full of Muscles was a $140,000 purchase at the London Selected Yearling Sale. 3, Fashion Frenzy, Archangel colt out of a Striking Sabra mare. Fermo Claire, Écurie Francis Richard, Georgette Goulmiet, and Mario Bourget are the owners. Dustin Jones, the trainer driver. $7,000 London buy. 4 is out. 5 is Power and Strength, Archangel colt out of an Angus Hall mare. Yolanda Fellows, Blair Corbeil, Arpad Zabo own. Rob Fellows trains. Louis Waugh drives. $12,000 Lexington purchase. 6 is Flowchart, gelded son of Holiday Road out of a Federal Flex mare. Glengate Farms, the owner breeder. Pat Hunt trains. Bob McClure will drive. $30,000 London graduate. And 7 is Magic Beauty, a 2-year-old filly by Cadabra out of an Hanover Hall mare. Mel Hartman, David McDuffie, and Little E LLC are the owners. Meg Crone trains. Trevor Henry drives. A $180,000 purchase at the Lexington Selected Yearling Sale. So scratch number 4, Crazy Goodbye, brings us to a field of 6. Rookie trotters assembled behind the starting gate. Gate moves into the stretch. They're picking up speed, and here they come off stride. Number 5, Power and Strength. And they're off and trotting. Tipsy and Dixie trots out well from the inside. Splitting between rivals is Fashion Frenzy. The outside 2 flow chart and Magic Beauty step ahead. They'll try and get in front of Full of Muscles, and then it's back to the early breaker, Power and Strength. Tipsy and Dixie from the rail will lead them into the first turn. It's Tipsy and Dixie in control. Fashion Frenzy settles second, and then getting away third is Flowchart. Magic Beauty is going to drop in fourth in front of Full of Muscles, and then it's about 20 lengths back to Power and Strength. Opening quarter was 31 seconds flat, and the rookie trotters will move into the backstretch. Tightly packed here as they swing into the backside, and Tipsy and Dixie has the lead. They're getting a little jammed up. Out from second now comes Fashion Frenzy, but off stride went Flowchart, who got right on the back of that rival there. So that one will be taken out of harm's way. New leader is Fashion Frenzy, who's able to circle around. Tipsy and Dixie second. Then it's Magic Beauty in third. Full of Muscles in fourth. And now resetting is Flowchart. And off stride once again went Power and Strength. The half was 102 and 4. It's Fashion Frenzy the leader. Third qualifier for this Sun Archangel. He leads by 1.5 lengths as they're going around the far turn. Early leader Tipsy and Dixie trying to stick right with the leader. And then it's about 3 lengths going back to the Cadabra filly, Magic Beauty. And then another gap of about 6 lengths to Full of Muscles, that debuting son of Muscle Mass. Coming to 3/4, off stride in third went Magic Beauty. 3/4 time 1:32. That was 29 and 1 in the third quarter. They're into the stretch. And it is Fashion Frenzy with the lead. Tipsy in Dixie is 2 lengths away as there's now 1/8 of a mile remaining. And Fashion Frenzy will look to close this one out. It's Fashion Frenzy trotting home to a qualifying victory. Tipsy and Dixie is back there in second, and then it is well back to Full of Muscles in third, but at the line, Fashion Frenzy takes it. Tipsy and Dixie was second. Third then goes to Full of Muscles. Time of the mile, 2 minutes flat. Final quarter of 28 seconds for the winner, Fashion Frenzy. 2-year-old colt by Archangel out of the Striking Sabre mare, Striking Fashion. Fermo Claire, Écurie Francis Richard, Georgette Gourmet, and Mario Bourget are the owners. Dustin Jones, the trainer driver. $7,000 London yearling sale purchase. Third qualifier for this 2-year-old colt. Second one over the Mohawk Park Oval. Made a break in his last qualifier, but keeps it together here this morning, circling to the lead in the second quarter and going on to a 2-minute victory. Order of finish: number 1, Tipsy and Dixie was second. Number 2, Full of Muscles third. Number 3, Fashion Frenzy the winner. Number 4 was Scratch. Number 5, Power and Strength sixth. Number 6, Flowchart fourth. And number 7, Magic Beauty was fifth. 2, 3, 1, Scratch 6, 4, 5. Fractions 31, 102 and 4, 132, 2 minutes even. Up next is our third qualifier. 2-year-old Pacers for the third. 3 driver changes here. 1 Komodo Beach, make the driver Jay Harris. 5 Marlbank Road, Trevor Henry. And 6 Second Bruiser, James McDonald. Here is the field. 1 is Komodo Beach. 2-year-old colt by Some Beach Somewhere out of a Dragon Again mare. Owned by Robert LeBlanc, David McDuffie, and Trevor Ritchie. Robert Dare trains. Jay Harris drives. $90,000 Lexington buy. 2 Lochaber is a sports writer colt out of an I Am a Fool mare. Luke Blais and Pierre Charette are the owners. Lisa Vatanen trains. Bob McClure drives. 3 Jimmy Connor B. Big Jim colt out of a No Pan Intended mare. Greg McNair, the owner-trainer. Doug McNair will drive. $50,000 London buy. 4 P.L. Oliver, 2-year-old colt by sports writer of a Mach 3 mare. Matt Dupuis owns and trains. Phil Houdon steers. 5 is Marlbank Road, sports writer colt out of a Real Desire mare. Leo Fleming and Stephen Papillon are the owners. Gerald Lilly trains. Trevor Henry will drive. $16,000 London purchase. 6 is Second Bruiser. This is a Believe in Bruiser colt out of a Trigger Effect mare. Owned and bred by Stefan Picos. Vern Cochran trains. James McDonald will drive. And 7 is JT's Jet. Betting line colt out of a Cardmaster Hanover mare. Owned and bred by Joe Tonelli. Scott McEnany trains. Sylvain Filion does the driving. Field of 7 for the third qualifier. Starting gates picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. P.L. Oliver is able to shoot from the center, going out to the early lead. Pretty even beginning for everybody else. Also coming through in the middle is Jimmy Connor B. and Marlbank Road. Marlbank Road now is going to power up and go to the top. Getting away in 4th was Komodo Beach. Just behind that rival is Second Bruiser. Up on the outside, JT's Jet is going to hustle ahead and might be able to settle in 4th in a moment. And our early trailers, Lochaber. Opening quarter is going to be courtesy of Marlbank Road, who is at the opening panel in 31 and 2. Into the backstretch go the rookie Pacers. 2-length advantage here from Marlbank Road. Marlbank Road and Trevor Henry lead them up the backside. Racing second is P.L. Oliver, 5 lengths, then going back to Jimmy Connor B, who is in 3rd. Break of 3 lengths to JT's Jet from in 4th. Followed closely by Komodo Beach, who is tracked by Second Bruiser, and at the rear of the field is Lochaber. They're coming up towards the midway point. Top 2 have got some separation on everybody else as they're past the half in 101 even. Some steering issues there back in 3rd for Jimmy Connor B, as that one is out in the center of the track. So up at the front, it's Marlbank Road. Racing second, P.L. Oliver. Then it's a break of nearly a dozen lengths back to Jimmy Connor B. In 4th is JT's Jet, who is followed by Komodo Beach, Second Bruiser, and the last one is Lochaber. There's been no movement to this point. You go to the backpack, and that is now Komodo Beach, who is up on the outside, creating a path for Second Bruiser to follow. But up at the lead, it was 129 and 1, a 28 and 1/3 quarter for the leader, Marlbank Road. And now P.L. Oliver will look to charge on by. Marlbank Road trying to dig in. P.L. Oliver on the outside, pokes ahead up in front. It's down to these two. Everybody else is tightly packed, and they're still double digits behind, as it's going to be P.L. Oliver to win. Marlbank Road finishes in 2nd. 3rd's going to go to Komodo Beach over Jimmy Connor B. Then it was Second Bruiser, JT's Jet, and Lochaber, 159 and 1. Third qualifier of the morning went to number 4, PL Oliver, 2-year-old colt by sports writer out of the Mach 3 mare PL Gotcha. Matt Dupuis is the owner-trainer. Phil Houdon was in the sulky. Second qualifier for this son of sports writer. He was 5th in his debut. Came home in 28-1 here this morning. Sat second and goes by in the lane to win in 159-1. So he'll establish a career mark with this performance here today. PL Oliver takes our third qualifier. Order of finish: 1 Komodo Beach was third, 2 Lochaber 7th, 3 Jimmy Connor B 4th, 4 PL Oliver the winner, 5 Marlbank Road 2nd, 6 Second Bruiser 5th, and number 7 JT's Jet was 6th. 3, 7, 4, 1, 2, 5, 6 is your order of finish. Fractions were 31-2, 101, 129-1, 159-1 for PL Oliver. Up next is qualifier number 4, 2-year-old Pacers. Full field of 8. At least there are no scratches, so as their program, that's how they'll go. Just one driver note. 7 Flash to the finish. Chris Christopher will steer. 1 is Stormy Place, 2-year-old filly by Captain Treacherous out of Rock and Roll Hanover Mare. Ross Holmes, Frank Brundle, and Dave Hudson are the owners. Greg McNair trains, Doug McNair drives. $50,000 Harrisburg purchase. 2 is PL Orchid, 2-year-old filly by Sports Right out of a Jenna's Beach Boy Mare. Homebred for Princely Acres. Matt Dupuis trains, Jonathan Drury drives. 3, Better Country, Better's Delight filly out of Rock and Roll Hanover Mare. Owned and bred by Blair and Erna Corbeil. Trained by Rob Fellows. Louis-Philippe Waugh will drive. $40,000 Harrisburg grad. 4, Bet the Tide, 2-year-old filly by Better's Delight out of an Australia's Mare. Ian Smith and Reginald McPherson are the owners. Dr. Ian Moore trains. Trevor Henry steers. $20,000 Lexington purchase. 5 is Lily Silk, 2-year-old filly by Captain Treacherous out of a Western Hanover Mare. Steve Heimbecker, Michael Guerrero, Larry Maneri are the owners. Anthony Beaton trains. Jody Jameson drives. $80,000 Lexington purchase. 6 is Fit to Rule, 2-year-old filly by Royal Majesty out of a Life Sign Mare. Hut Racing Stable, Stuart McIntosh, Michael Lindley, and Blake McIntosh own. Blake McIntosh trains. James McDonald's in the bike. $20,000 London buy. 7, Flash to the Finish, is a Control the Moment colt out of an Art Major Mare. John Craig and Bill Cash share ownership. Bill Cash trains. Chris Christopher is in the sulky. $15,000 Lexington Select purchase. And a braid is Captain Emotion. This is a gelded son of Captain Treacherous out of a Cambess Mare. Determination owns. Luke Blade trains. Bob McClure drives. $45,000 Harrisburg purchase. Starting gate swings into the stretch. Field of 8 on gate, picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. Quickest off the wings is Lily Silk, who is able to storm out of there from the center. Outside, Captain Emotion is driving forward for McClure. At the rail, Stormy Place is into the mix. And then floating away, Fit to Rule will be looking for a spot. PL Orchid comes away 5th. Track 6 by Better Country. 7th is Bet the Tide. And off stride went Flash to the finish. Into the first turn they go, and Captain Emotion now is touchdown on the lead. It's Captain Emotion through an opening quarter of 30-2. Rookie Pacers will swing into the backstretch. 7 of them remain as Ostride in the early going. Flash to the finish is well back. Into the backstretch they move, and it is Captain Emotion the leader. Lily Silk is in 2nd. Stormy Place is 3rd, and now gets her cue to go as she's going to make a rush to the lead for McNair, and here comes Stormy Place. Racing 4th is Fit to Rule, followed 5th by PL Orchid. A little bit of a break back to Better Country, who's followed then by Bet the Tide, and the last one Flash to the finish. The half was hitting 59-4. Tempo picked up there, and the new leader is Stormy Place, who brushed to the front and now takes them around the far turn. Captain Emotion is in 2nd. 3rd is Lily Silk, and she looks like she's ready to go as they race by 5/8. Fit to Rule is 4th. 5th is PL Orchid, 3 lengths going to Better Country. Then it's back to Bet the Tide. Flash to the finish is last. Lily Silk up on the outside gets to the leader's wheel. It's Stormy Place in 129-1, leading them at 3/4, and they're into the stretch. Stormy Place has the lead. Lily Silk is up on the outside trying to get on even terms, still a length away. Stormy Place and Lily Silk. We go back to Captain Emotion in 3rd, and PL Orchid is 4th. Less than 1/8 of a mile to go. Stormy Place is digging at the inside, but Lily Silk will not go away, and Lily Silk gets by in deep stretch and will win it by about 1.5 lengths. Stormy Place finishes in 2nd. PL Orchid was 3rd. Captain Emotion 4th. Then it was Better Country, followed by Fit to Rule, Bet the Tide, and Flash to the finish. 156-1. Lily Silk takes our 4th qualifier. 2-year-old filly by Captain Treacherous out of the Western Hanover Mare Silky. Steve Heimbecker, Michael Guerrero, and Larry Maneri are the owners. Anthony Beaton trains. Jody Jameson was in the sulky. Lily Silk qualifying here this morning. She debuted pari-mutually back on July 3rd here at Mohawk Park, and she was a coast-to-coast winner in 156-3, paced home in 27 seconds. That was off one qualifier in which she finished 2nd and was timed in 54-3. here this morning. She is victorious, powering home strong. The race came home 27 flat. She'll be charted home in about 26 and 4. Lily Silk, the $80,000 Lexington selected yearling sale purchase, and the Anthony Beaton trainee and driver Jody Jamieson win in 156 and 1. That's a new career best. Order of finish: number 1, Stormy Place was second. Number 2, PL Orchid third. Number 3, Better Country fifth. Number 4, Bet the Tide seventh. Number 5, Lily Silk the winner. Number 6, Fit to Rule sixth. Number 7, Flash to the Finish eighth. And number 8, Captain Emotion was fourth. 2, 3, 5, 7, 1, 6, 8, 4. Fractions 30 and 2, 59 and 4, 129 and 1, 156 and 1. Wings of the starting gate are open. Up next is our fifth qualifier. Continuing on with two-year-old trotters here in the fifth. There are no changes. Number 1 is Waikiki Wave, 2-year-old filly by Muscle Mass out of a Cadabra mare, owned by Just in Time Stable, RAW Equine, and Big Al Stables, along with Ben Mudry. Roger Mayotte is the trainer-driver. Waikiki Wave was an $80,000 London purchase. 2 is Donna Soprano, 2-year-old filly by Donato Hanover out of a Winson's Legacy mare. Determination owns. Luke Blay trains. Bob McClure does the driving. A $190,000 Harrisburg buy. 3 is Shirley Goodness, Swan for All filly out of a Credit Winner mare. Brad Maxwell, Kenneth Frieder, Bill Beachy are the owners. Brad Maxwell trains. Chris Christoforou will drive. $22,000 Lexington buy. 4 YS Patricia, 2-year-old filly by Royalty for Life out of an Enjoy Levesque mare. Yves Sarrazin owns. Daniel Martin trains. Louis Watt drives. $42,000 Harrisburg buy. 5 Darling Please is a 2-year-old filly by Merchandiser out of an Hanover Hall mare. Anthony McDonald owns. Jason McGinnis trains. James McDonald will drive. And 6 is Iona Dream, an $18,000 London yearling sale purchase. This daughter of Ilsonio Dream out of a Cadabra mare is owned and bred by Fred Jameson. Stephanie Jameson trains. Jody Jameson does the driving. There's your field of 6 for qualifier number 5. Starting gate swings into the stretch. It's a field of 6. 2-year-old trotters are picking up speed. And here they come. And they're off and trotting. From the outside, Iona Dream's going to get the first call. She's showing some good early speed. So too is YS Patricia and Donna Soprano from towards the inside. Those 3 in the early going. Meanwhile, mid-pack, that is Darling Please, who is going to be into the mix. Then it is Shirley Goodness. And the last one is the debuting Waikiki Wave. Into the first turn, they trot. And it is Iona Dream who gets to the lead. Iona Dream and Jody Jameson by a length and a half. Everyone's going to get a seat now, is looking to drop in fourth. That'll be Darling Please. Opening quarter was 31 and 1. Field of 6 into the backstretch. Going to have a new leader, YS Patricia. Not going to sit in the deuce. Instead, it's going to come around for a wah. She'll circle to the lead before 3/8. That puts Iona Dream in the 2-hole. Racing third is Donna Soprano. Break of 2 lengths going back to Darling Please from in fourth, who is now tightening up that gap. So 2 is Shirley Goodness from in fifth, and 6 is Waikiki Wave. 2-year-old trotting fillies approaching the midway point. Loose lead here, though, for YS Patricia. YS Patricia qualifying here this morning. She made a break in her debut. She competed in OSS Gold event back on July 12th. She leads past the half in 102 and 1, and that lead is growing, and it continues to grow with every stride. She's on top by about 7 lengths. Back in second, that is Iona Dream, followed in third by Donna Soprano. Continuing to trot fourth is Darling Please. 2-length break going back to Shirley Goodness, and the last one is Waikiki Wave coming towards 3/4. YS Patricia off a half of 102 and 1 hits 3/4 in 131 and 2. Off the turn and into the stretch at 29 and 1/3 quarter for YS Patricia. She's trying to get things back on track, and she is trotting home with a lead of about 6 lengths. Back in second, Iona Dream. Here on the outside is Donna Soprano, looking to finish up well as she'll try to overtake another spot. And then it's Darling Please in fourth. Fifth is Shirley Goodness. Now, deep stretch. The lead's going to shrink a little bit, but it'll be YS Patricia to win. Donna Soprano finishing up nicely is second. Third then goes to Shirley Goodness, followed by Iona Dream. Darling Please and Waikiki Wave, 2 minutes and 3/5 for YS Patricia. Fifth qualifier of the morning goes to number 4, YS Patricia, 2-year-old filly by Royalty for Life, out of the Enjoy Levesque mare, Enjoy and My Lady. Yves Sarrazin owns. Daniel Martin trains. Louis-Philippe Roy was in the bike. $42,000 Harrisburg buy. Was a qualifying winner here back on July 3rd in 2:01 and 4. Here this morning takes this fifth qualifier. YS Patricia stopped the clock in 2 minutes and 3/5 here this morning. That's a new career best. Here's the order of finish from the fifth qualifier. 1, Waikiki Wave with 6. 2, Donna Soprano second. 3, Shirley Goodness third. 4, YS Patricia the winner. 5, Darling Please fifth. And 6, Iona Dream was fourth. 6, 2, 3, 1, 5, 4, fractions 31 and 1, 102 and 1, 131 and 2, 2 minutes and 3/5. Starting gate beginning to roll for our 6th qualifier. We have got older pacers here. Scratch 1 postmodernism. Brings us to a field of 8. Jody Jamieson drives the 2, Lady Fine Tune. Ron Cullen drives the 8, Cheapskate Hanover. Here's your field from the inside out. Lady Fine Tune and Jody Jamieson. 3 accounts, Doug McNair. Mohawk Sealster, Bob McClure. Big Bully, Chris Christoforou. Classic Pro, Phil Houdon. Sandestin Hanover, Jason Ryan. Cheapskate Hanover, Ron Cullen. And Better Ops, Jonathan Drury. Field of 8 for qualifier number 6. Off stride, number 9, Better Ops. Everybody else is on gate, picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. 3 accounts the quickest away. 3 accounts to out to the early lead. Here from the center comes Classic Pro. To the inside, Lady Fine Tune. Everyone else content just to line up as it's Mohawk Sealster, who will be followed by Big Bully. Then Sandestin Hanover, Cheapskate Hanover, and back to our breaker before the start, Better Ops. Around the first turn, and it's the free-legged pacer, Classic Pro, who gets to the lead for Phil Houdon and takes him through an opening quarter of 29 and 2. Classic Pro will swing him into the backstretch, a career winner over $500,000. This 6-year-old gelding shows the way. In second is 3 accounts, followed third by Lady Fine Tune. Racing in fourth is Mohawk Sealster. They tighten up here in the second quarter. Fifth is Big Bully, who is followed then in sixth by Sandestin Hanover, Cheapskate Hanover, and Better Ops. And 3 accounts had to get going from the 2-hole there. Comes around and takes the lead. It is 3 accounts, now the leader, through the half of 58 and 4. 3 accounts in McNair, lead by 2.5 lengths as they enter the far turn. Houdon stays after Classic Pro from in second. Third is Lady Fine Tune, followed fourth by Mohawk Sealster. Continuing to pace in fifth is Big Bully. Sixth is Sandestin Hanover. Seventh is Cheapskate Hanover, and Better Ops as they race towards 3 quarters. And the leader by a length and a half is 3 accounts. Classic Pro right on the leader's helmet. 3/4 time, 128 and 2. They're off the turn and into the stretch. 3 accounts the lead. Classic Pro now gives up a few lengths as they come into the lane. 3 accounts looks to scoot away. Classic Pro in second. Lady Fine Tune fans out wide. Coming in behind horses is Mohawk Sealster looking for a lane. And Big Bully's got some pace late in the mile. Cheapskate Hanover up the inside. Less than a 16th to go. It is 3 accounts with the lead, and 3 accounts is going to win. Lady Fine Tune finishes in second. Mohawk Sealster was third. Then it was Big Bully, followed by Classic Pro, Cheapskate Hanover, Sandestin Hanover. Time of the mile, 1:56 and 3. Qualifier number 6 goes to number 3, 3 accounts, 5-year-old mare. Going for Hut Racing Stable, Yolanda Fellows, Patrick Dillon. Rob Fellows trains, Doug McNair in the sulky. Wins in 1:56 and 3. 4 for 14 on the year is 3 accounts. Career winner of 81 grand, 13 trips to the winner's circle. 7 for 20 a year ago. More than halfway to that number this season already. 3 accounts takes the 6th qualifier in 1:56 and 3. Order of finish, number 1 was scratched. Number 2, Lady Fine Tune second. 3 accounts the winner. 4, Mohawk Sealster third. 5, Big Bully fourth. 6, Classic Pro fifth. 7, Sandestin Hanover seventh. 8, Cheapskate Hanover sixth. And number 9, Better Ops, was pulled up and did not finish. Top to bottom, scratch 213, 457, 6 DNF. Fractions 29 and 2, 58 and 4, 128 and 2, 156 and 3. Starting gate beginning to move into position for qualifier number 7. Switching back over to the trot. We're going to scratch number 6, Queen M here. Leaves us with a field of 5. Inside out, Sylvia Kemp, Bob McClure, Trina, Chris Christoforou, Cat's Kiss, Bruce Richardson, Snow Deal Hanover, James McDonald, and up and trending, Matt Bax. 6 is out. Field of 5, trotters heading in behind the starting gate for qualifier 7. Starting gate reaches ahead of the lane. Field of 5 lined up, picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and trotting. Coming away well is Trina. In between horses is Snow Deal Hanover, and up and trending on the outside. Those 3 are the quickest away. Getting away in 4th is Cad's Kiss, and then 5th is Sylvia Kemp. Trotting into the first turn, and Trina will lead it in there for Christoforou, as up and trending will drop in behind, settling for 2nd. 3rd is Snow Deal Hanover. The opening quarter was 28 and 2. Solid opening clip there, as Trina will lead the field of 5 into the backstretch, leading by about a length and a half. Up and trending is in 2nd. Snow Deal Hanover in 3rd. Then it's a break of about 6 lengths going back to Cad's Kiss from in 4th, and a little more then back to Sylvia Kemp. They slow things down here in the 2nd quarter, and Trina leads the way. Right on her back, though, is Up and Trending, and then 3rd is Snow Deal Hanover. Getting a little bit closer, Cad's Kiss, and also getting a little closer, the last one, Sylvia Kemp in the local debut. Half was 59 and 1. So they went 30 and 4 in the 2nd quarter. That was after a good opener of 28 and 2. Trina continues to show the way on the front end, looking for a 2nd consecutive solid qualifier. This daughter of muscle mass is the leader. Racing 2nd is the Royalty for Life filly, Up and Trending. 3rd is then the Wheelin' and Dealin' filly, Snow Deal Hanover. And then we go back to the final pair. Cad's Kiss, she's a daughter of Cadabra, and Sylvia Kemp, a daughter of Trixton, comes to the outside. 3 quarters was 128 and 2. Off the turn and into the stretch, 29 and 1/3 quarter there for Trina. She looks to close this one out strong. She leads by about 2.5 lengths. Back in 2nd is Up and Trending. Snow Deal Hanover is in 3rd. Then it goes back to Cad's Kiss and Sylvia Kemp. 1/16 of a mile to go, and it'll be Trina once again. Trina coming home to the line. She'll be victorious here this morning. Finishing in 2nd is Up and Trending, and then 3rd is going to go to Cad's Kiss over Sylvia Kemp, and Snow Deal Hanover 5th. 157 flat for Trina. Qualifier 7 goes to number 2, Trina, 3-year-old filly by Muscle Mass, owned by Stan Klemenchik, 30-plus stable, and Blake McIntosh. McIntosh the trainer. Chris Christoforou in the sulky. 2nd qualifier in a row for Trina, who last raced in October. Made her season debut a week ago, is victorious in 157 flat. Here this morning, it's the exact same mile, 157 flat. Order of finish. Number 1, Sylvia Kemp was 4th. Number 2, Trina, the winner. Number 3, Cad's Kiss, 3rd. Number 4, Snow Deal Hanover, 5th. The number 5, Up and Trending, was 2nd. The 6th was scratch. Top to bottom, 4-1-3, 5-2 scratch. Fractions 28 and 2, 59 and 1, 128 and 2, 157 flat. Starting gate is rolling, 8th qualifier. Switch over to the pace here for the 8th. Looks like we'll scratch numbers 4 and 5. Leaves us with a field of 6 from the inside out. Play Nice, Jody Jamieson. Nowhere to Hide, Bob McClure. Do You See It, Scott Young. Soleil Black, Sylvain Filion. I'll Be Back, Jonathan Drury. And Dream Fair BJ, Ron Cullen. Starting gate swings into the stretch. Field of 6 on the pace. They're picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. I'll Be Back is hustling out of there. So too is next door neighbor Dream Fair BJ. They're the quickest away. In behind them is Do You See It. Just to that one's inside, Nowhere to Hide. Then Soleil Black will get in front of the rail starter Play Nice as they drive into the first turn. Dream Fair BJ is going to make the front, gets in front of I'll Be Back, and settling away third, Nowhere to Hide. That means Do You See It will take back and settle in fourth in front of Soleil Black. And the last one, Play Nice. The opening quarter was 28 and 3. Into the backstretch, they'll march, and it'll be Dream Fair BJ who will send them up the backside. Dream Fair BJ leading by about 2.5 lengths. Whip over the tail of I'll Be Back as that one will tighten up on the leader. Then in third is Nowhere to Hide. Do You See It is 2 lengths away then in fourth. About that same margin back to Soleil Black, and the final one is Play Nice. 6-pack of Pacers is approaching the half, and they are following Dream Fair BJ. Dream Fair BJ, a winner of 258,000 life, is past the half in 57 and 4. 29 and 1 in the second split. Dream Fair BJ by 1.5 lengths. I'll Be Back enjoying the 2-hole ride. Then it is Nowhere to Hide from in third. Racing in fourth, Do You See It. Fifth continues to be Soleil Black, and Play Nice, the debuting 3-year-old filly here this morning. She is back there in 6. The lead grows a little bit coming to 3/4. Dream Fair BJ lets it out a notch, leads by about almost 3 lengths as they come to 3/4 in 1:26 and 2. Off the turn and into the stretch is Dream Fair BJ. Dream Fair BJ looking to post a coast-to-coast victory. I'll Be Back is trying to dig in because right now Nowhere to Hide is overtaking that second spot. Do You See It is in fourth, going back to Soleil Black, and last one is Play Nice. Dream Fair BJ sees the lead start to shrink. Nowhere to Hide. They got a little close for a second. They straighten things out. Dream Fair BJ, Nowhere to Hide. And Do You See It on the outside coming on late at the line. It's Nowhere to Hide. Do You See It was second. Third went to Dream Fair BJ. Tight for fourth between Soleil Black, I'll Be Back, and Play Nice. 1:55 and 1. Eighth cue on this Tuesday morning goes to number 2, Nowhere to Hide. 3-year-old filly by Bettor's Delight. Wins for trainer Melissa Lamoureux and driver Bob McClure. 1:55 and 1. That's a new career best. 2 for 11 as a rookie. 8 starts under her belt this season. 3 runner-up finishes, 2 third-place finishes. Still in search of that first win of the year. Good qualifier here this morning to win in 1:55 and 1. Order of finish: number 1, Play Nice, was 6. Number 2, Nowhere to Hide, the winner. Number 3, Do You See It, second. Numbers 4 and 5 were scratched. Number 6, Soleil Black, was 4th. Number 7, I'll Be Back, 5th. And number 8, Dream Fair BJ, was 3rd. Top to bottom, 612, scratch, scratch, 453. Fractions 28 and 3, 57 and 4, 126 and 2, 155 and 1. Time now for our 9th and final qualifier on this Tuesday morning from Woodbine Mohawk Park. It'll be a field of 4 as we're going to scratch number 3, Heaven's Door Hanover. From the inside out, Triumph Du Hurrah, Scott Young. All wrapped up, Louis Waugh. Totally Ripped, Jason Ryan. Presqu'île, Bob McClure. A reminder, live racing continues here tonight. First race post time is 7 p.m. Next qualifying session will take place here on Friday morning, 9:30 a.m. First race post time. Field of 4 on the trot to wrap things up here on this Tuesday. Starting gate swings into the stretch. Trotters are picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and trotting. All wrapped up is hustling out of there. Good start for that 4-year-old is all wrapped up. Trots out to the early lead. Totally Ripped is going to cross over in front of Triumph Du Hurrah, and Presqu'île will get away in 4th. There's your quartet of trotters as they head into the first turn, and All Wrapped Up is up top here for Louis-Philippe Waugh. Second qualifier of the season for All Wrapped Up, who brings them to the opening quarter, and it's going to be on the board in 29-1. 29-1 opener for All Wrapped Up. Looking to tighten up from in second will be Totally Ripped. Third is Triumph Du Hurrah, and then 4th is Presqu'île. So it is All Wrapped Up, who made 172 grand last season, went 5 for 16. Has a mark of 153 and 2. Off stride from in third went the 4-year-old gelding Triumph Du Hurrah. Triumph Du Hurrah, for a 3rd consecutive qualifier, jumps it off. All Wrapped Up is the leader, the 4-year-old gelding, showing the way by 2.5 lengths. Totally Ripped, the 9-year-old gelding, career winner of 174 grand. Is in second. Third is Presqu'île. He's also a 9-year-old. The half was 59 seconds flat. Entering the far turn, it's All Wrapped Up. The leader, 5/8 of the mile, is now complete. Totally Ripped, who is qualifying for the 2nd time this season, is second. And then in third was Presqu'île, who lost some ground there with some difficulties. And 4th is Triumph Du Hurrah, 128-1 into the stretch. And All Wrapped Up is up top here. It is All Wrapped Up with an 1/8 of a mile remaining. Back in second is Totally Ripped. And then third is Triumph Du Hurrah. All Wrapped Up is going to win here this morning. Coming to the line for Waugh, a winner in 156-1. Second went to Totally Ripped. Third was Triumph Du Hurrah, and Presqu'île was pulled up. Time of the mile, 156-1. All Wrapped Up wins our 9th and final qualifier. 4-year-old gelding, OSS graduate. Wins today in 156-1, 2nd consecutive qualifier for him. He's owned by Rob Fellows, Arpad Zabo, Blair Corbeil, and Mike McAllister. Rob Fellows trains. Louis Waugh was in the sulky. All Wrapped Up takes the final qualifier in 156-1. Order of finish, the 1 Triumph Du Hurrah was 3rd, 2 All Wrapped Up the winner, 3 was Scratch, 4 Totally Ripped 2nd, and 5 Presqu'île did not finish. That concludes today's qualifiers. As mentioned, live racing continues here tonight. First race post time is 7 p.m. This is Mark McKelvey wishing you a good afternoon, and we'll see you back here tonight.